Hi everybody, welcome to SPTV Never Ends and Artology. We're going to have a little art as therapy today. I have my best baby here, P, just the letter P. That's what we call him, little P. He won't last long. He doesn't like to be up in my lap that much. What you looking at? He's my little baby. I love my little baby. Hey, I got some neat stuff. Right now I have my webcam on a what are they called? I don't know what they're called. It goes 360. It follows my face. Yep. So I will be able to live stream and move around the room and the camera will follow me. But that's not what we're going to be doing now. This is part 3 of working in polymer clay, and we're going to finish I'm going to finish showing you how to make a pendant out of the Natasha beads that we've been working on. So I paid extra on StreamYard so I could have 2 cameras so I wouldn't have to do what I'm about to have to do. But I made a mistake. I got the basic plan, which is $25 a month, instead of the Pro plan, which is $50 a month, and I cannot afford that. And in order to have 2 cameras going, you have to have the Pro plan. And I didn't realize that until after I had already paid, and I just don't have $25 more to add to get the Pro plan. So I'm going to have to now put this recording on pause and change my camera angle so you will be able to see my desk, and I'll put the pup down and be right back. Of course it won't be right back for you because you'll see it in full flow. Okay, so where we left off the other day, I'm also trying something new with the audio. I am using the webcam for audio, hoping that I don't have to wear the headset, but we'll see. Anyway, the other day when we left off, I had this little square that I said needed to, can y'all see? It's kind of dark, isn't it? I guess I better turn these lights on. Aha, maybe that helps. Yes. Sorry about that. Anyway, I said that this needed to sit and get colder so it'd be easier to slice, and it's so small. And then I ran across a bunch of old clay that I had sitting on a tray, so I made another rectangle for us. We're going to see how that slices up, and here are the 2 slices that I saved from the other one, the bigger one the other day. I love these. I think they just turned out so pretty. And I have a brand new pair of orange sailor type pants. They have buttons like a pair of sailor pants has, and I think this one would be really pretty to wear with my new pants. So anyway, I'm going to show you how I make that into a pendant. So I have a brand new blade here. It should be very sharp, and it's a stiff blade. It doesn't bend like the other day I showed you. Some blades will bend, some won't. And when you're slicing, you want one that doesn't bend so easy. So let me see what we have going on here. I took a slice off of it. I'm not even gonna do there. So let's see. Let me just start slicing. I think I'll take the cover off of this and start slicing down. Oh yes, it's not near as soft as it was the other day, so it's a lot easier to slice. Now remember how I said that you could mix the clay up so much that it got too busy? Well, this is almost too busy, I think. What do you think? Still think it looks okay? I mean, that's right on the border of being too busy. Let's try it this way. Oops. This way. Let's see what we have. Oh, that looks more like a butterfly. That does look like a butterfly. Look at the center of that. Does it look like a butterfly to you? Looks like a butterfly to me. I think we'll keep that one. So that means I need to take another slice off to add to that one. And you try to get the slices the same thickness, which is not always easy, but you do the best you can. Let's see. I always look and see what I have going on. Well, that's kind of cool too. So now I have to pick if I want to keep that one or do the butterfly one. Let me see. Let me butt these up. Now I'm in a dilemma. The only reason I like this is because it looks kind of like a butterfly right here in the center. Wait, let me hold that better while I'm fumble bumming around. Geez Louise. Okay. It doesn't look as good on camera, but let me show you what we have to choose from. That or this. Wait. I'm lost. I am lost here. Where did it go? Is this how it went? You guys, what in the heck am I doing? I have the wrong side. This happens to me all the time. I probably have the wrong piece. It's probably this piece. Yep, that's what happened. It's very easy to get confused. I think this is so pretty. The colors on camera are not near as vibrant as they are in person. I'm trying to, let's see if it auto focuses. It should auto focus, but it's not. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, the colors are really vibrant in person. Let me take another slice off. I left a cigarette burning over there. Let me see what I'm about to throw away. Yeah, that's too busy. So I'm going to keep this and do away with the butterfly. Maybe it should go this way. Certain sides definitely stick together better. I don't think that's as pretty, but it sticks together a lot better than this way. No, I'm going to keep it this way. Okay, so we have one. I'm going to take this, try to get it right down the middle for our last one here. And I have a real hard time getting it down right exactly down the middle, but I do my best. And the great reveal. Aha. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. I wish y'all could see the colors like I see them. But they just don't show up quite as brilliant as they are in person. Okay, so let's, oh, I wanted to take a slice off of this big one and see what we have going on here. I think we're going to have a lot of lines because I may not have mixed it up enough, but I just want to take a peek. Yeah, this is not good. There's just a bunch of lines. This needs mixing more. I need to twist it more. See, I used a lot of scraps on this one, so it may just not ever work out right, which happens. Yeah, this is way too busy. Way too busy, if you ask me. So, yeah, like I said, this was all scrap stuff, so I may not ever get anything good out of this. In that case, you end up with so much extra clay at times. You never know. I never know what to do with it. But there's one. What I have been doing lately is taking a piece of scrap like this end and running it through my pasta machine to flatten it out. So it's a lot flatter. And then I get oftentimes if you mix clay way too much, it will turn gray. And so I will take a piece of gray clay and form it into a ball and then start putting pretty bright colored pieces around it. And I have been making keychains out of these balls. My light is just not very good, is it? Yeah, that's not. Let me show you a finished one. Let's see. There's a couple of them. Here's a keychain I made out of kind of like candy stripe. This was scrap clay. And then this is a really big one. It's kind of neat. It's a keychain also. Just a big ball of scrap clay. The colors are really pretty in person. Of course, I have the resin on it. And fits in your hand good. Anyway, so there's always something you can figure out to do with scrap clay. Let me show you this keychain I made. It's kind of cool. This isn't with scrap clay. This is called a lentil. And I will show you sometime how to make these. Kind of pretty, huh? Oops. Let's see. Here's some more scrap clay that I made a keychain out of. Kind of cool. And this one Another keychain. One more. This is, of course, scrap clay. I just kind of pieced it together. Anyway, so those are keychains. Yeah. So anyway, let me move this out of the way. And let's proceed. So we have to put these on a piece of clay and make a bale. So I'm going to show you how to get from this step to this step. So I think I'm going to use these bigger pieces because I have these ready to go. Let's do this one. So I think, do I want to use white, or I have white clay ready to use, or black clay? And this is just a matter of choice. Oops. I have a hair. I can see a hair. I think I'm going to put it on white. It really shows up a lot better. So what you do from here is, and white clay always gets bits and pieces of dust or other clay in it. That's okay. It won't matter in the end. So from here, now the back, I don't like to have the back just plain. I like to have a decoration on it. I have all kinds of stamps, and I'm not exactly sure what these are for. Some kind of circuit or Cricut machine, I think. I have stamps. This is kind of cool. This is music. It's a song sheet. I like to use that sometimes. But I'm going to use this one. Now, in order to keep the clay from sticking and getting stuck on this, I spray it with water. A lot of people use cornstarch. I don't. I think cornstarch is messier than water, but the water will keep it from sticking. And you can pick what part you want it. It really doesn't matter. I'll put it right here. And what I do is I grab my acrylic roller and I roll to get a good image. Sometimes I even just push it with the end. I want a good image. And so you have to turn it over and do it on the back. That's not enough. There's probably a better way, but this is just how I found to do it. Okay, you can see pretty good, and that side's not quite as good. So I'll save the better side for the back, and I will use the side that didn't come out as well for the front. I'm putting down a piece of people use wax paper. This is parchment paper. so I will be able to, so it won't stick so bad to the glass. Anyway, so this, now I'm not going to use this whole piece because that would be too much. I don't want to use the whole thing. I have a ton of cookie cutters. This is where they come in handy. And this is kind of an odd shape, really. I'm going to try to lower this camera, actually, because y'all are kind of far away. Let me lower this a little bit. See if that helps. I think that's a little better. Yeah, not so far away now. And so I'm going to grab a cookie cutter, which I have down here. I have a ton of them. I just have to figure out which shape I want to use. I'm thinking maybe an oval. Oval for this one. And then you have to decide what part of the clay you want to use. I think this part's real pretty up here. Now sometimes in order to get a cookie cutter to fit right, you have to make, I'm going to roll the clay out a little bit so I have more space to work with. You have to be careful when you do this because, you know, these sides are mirror images of each other. And if you're not careful, you can roll one side more than the other, and then the image gets wonky and messed up. So you have to really be careful when you're using the rolling pin. And that looks fine to me. So I'm going to press it, and voila. Now see how you end up just with so much clay scrap? I could make earrings out of these, or I don't know. I'll figure out what to do with the rest of that. But there's what I got. And I'm going to use my next bigger oval on the white. And let's see. It doesn't matter. Trying to figure out. I probably should have pushed it, I probably should have used the rolling pin a little bit more and had a better image come out. But that's okay. I think I'm going to do it right here. That oval got, I must have bent that oval sometimes because it looks like an egg more than an oval, but that's okay. I want to keep that as the back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it kind of came out egg-shaped. I hope our other piece of clay fits on it okay. It's gonna have to do. So then you try to center it the best you can, and it doesn't always work out perfect, but it's good enough because I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a border around it, and I do that with, hold on, extruder. This is a extruder, and it comes with different hold on, I'm having to unscrew it. to put some clay down in it. I have about 3 extruders, but here's another one. But I have black clay in this one right now, and if I used that, I would have to clean it out before I put the white clay in it, and that would take a little time. But I think I do need the I don't know what these ends are called, but they come in all different shapes, and you can see over here. I need this one though, so I'm going to take it out, and if I can get it off, and put it in the extruder that I'm going to use. So I'll put it in the blue one. Now I need to get some white clay. I'm just twisting. I'm off camera, but I'm just getting the extruder ready. I'm twisting this end. It looks like I had black clay in this one too. Kind of dirty down in there. I'll wipe it out, because we sure don't want any black clay on the white clay. That is a nightmare. I should keep things separate. It's almost like you have to have 2 of everything if you're going to use white clay, because white clay picks up every little thing you can imagine. Anyway, I'm going to put some white clay. Oh, look, I have a block of white clay right here. I'm going to put it down into the extruder. I'm going to push it in, and I'll screw the top on. And watch what I get. Let me move this out of the way. So I'm just twisting the end, and I'm going to get a snake. I don't know what they're called. They're not called snakes, but you know what I mean. And this is going to go around our pendant right here and be a border. And just kind of, I don't do it on all of my pendants, but a lot of them I do. It's just kind of a neat finish. I cut it at an angle on the end, so when it butts up to the other end, it will butt up nicer. And all you do is wrap it around. This is why you keep things on parchment or wax paper, or even printer paper, any kind of paper. Clay won't stick to it. So you can turn it like this without any trouble. And now I'm just kind of pushing it down. Where did my angled end go? Anyway, let's see. I will angle this and try to neatly get these two go together, and it's not working somehow. There. Just have to kind of work with stuff sometimes to get it where you want it. Now my egg-shaped my egg-shaped cutter that used to be oval is sticking out a little at the top. So I can leave it like that, which I will probably do, because if I start to try to mess with it, it's going to probably just mess it up more. So when I put my bail on there, let's see, I'll go ahead and cut a bail. Now I'm going to cut it out of the white that I stamped. How I do this is don't want it too wide. Oops. That might even be a little too wide, but let's see. And I always cut it longer than it needs to be, because you don't want it too short, that's for sure. And then I have my handy dandy knitting needles that I use a lot with my clay. And I'm just going to bend this around my knitting needle. Hopefully it won't split, and it didn't. Okay, and it's way, way, way longer than it needs to be. So I'm just going to take some off. There. And now I want the ends to, I'm gonna like roll the ends so they're not so chunky. So when I put it on the pendant, it won't be just like a big chunk going. So what you do, now I'm gonna put it underneath. See, I'm separating the clay a little bit and trying to get this flattened and up under there so it has a good hold. And there we go. There's our bail. Of course, you have to get it to stick well. So that's when I roll it and get the clay to like that. And there we have it. Now you can take, maybe I'll go ahead and do it. I'm going to take another clay tool I have, and first of all I need to go around and make sure that the snake and the bottom are pushed together well. And of course I just kind of use my rolly tool. That side looks a lot better than the other side did. Oh yeah, you just want to kind of mash it together. Now also, now this is sticking out a little bit over here. So I'm going to roll it and try to get it, just push it in a little so it's not sticking out. There. Oops. I'm having a little trouble over here. But there's all polymer clay is very forgiving. You can usually fix something that looks messed up with a little manipulation of the clay. So anyway, sometimes that doesn't look very good up here where everything's meeting up. So I'm just going to kind of roll it and manipulate the clay back together. So it looks a little better. Okay. Now, what you can also do, and I'm going to do, is I'm going to go around on the snake part and just make little indentations with this little ball tool to put a little decoration on the edge of it. Just adds a little something extra so it's not as plain. And I do this less than half of the time. I usually will leave it plain, but every once in a while I decide to do a decoration around the border. So it's totally up to you. That is something that you decide you like or don't like. And there, voila. It's ready to go in the oven. And there's the back. Yep, it's ready to go in the oven. So I will bake it and make a part 4, and I'll go ahead and finish up this one and then the 2 smaller ones that I cut today, and I'll have a part 4 and show you the finished pieces and show you show them to you after they're baked, and I'll show you how I resin them, and maybe we'll even make a necklace, do the chain part. So thanks for joining me. Y'all have a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, whatever time of the day it is. And I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.